Your vehicle is spying on you, and now they're going to start installing ChatGPT in new Volkswagen models, Michael Snyder reports. In Volkswagen, I guess other car makers will do the same. But be careful what you say while you are driving your vehicle because you're being watched. Today we live in a giant surveillance prison in which virtually everything we do is being monitored, tracked, recorded, and analyzed. In this day and age, you should just assume that nothing you do is ever private. When I was much younger, if I really wanted to have a private conversation with someone, I thought that taking a long drive with that person was a good way to do it. But those days are long gone. Unless you have a vehicle that was manufactured quite some time ago, it is spying on you. In fact, a report that has been released by the Mozilla Foundation actually says that vehicles are, quote, the official worst category of products for privacy, end quote, that Mozilla has ever reviewed. If you're wondering which gadgets have the worst user privacy practices, it turns out the answer may be parked outside. According to a report published by the Mozilla Foundation on Wednesday, cars are the official worst category of products for privacy that it's ever reviewed. The global nonprofit found that 92% of the reviewed automakers provide drivers with little, if any, control over their personal data, with 84% sharing user data with outside parties. I was stunned when I read that. Could that possibly be true? According to Mozilla, automakers are gathering all sorts of data about all of us. Car makers have a long list of personal information they say they may track, including employment and purchasing history, education, internet browsing history, location data, music and podcast listening habits, immigration status, religion, religious and philosophical beliefs, and health information. I'm sorry, but there's no way that I want a giant corporation tracking my religious beliefs or my health information, and I'm sure that you feel the same way. But if you plan to purchase a new vehicle, you literally have no choice. Mozilla examined 25 different vehicle brands, and every single one of them failed to meet the nonprofit organization's minimum privacy standards. Okay, so there's 25 different brands of vehicles. All 25 of the car brands that were researched for the report, including Ford, Toyota, Volkswagen, BMW, and Tesla, failed to meet the nonprofit organization's minimum privacy standards and were found to collect more personal data from customers than necessary. The kind of information collected varies from personal information, like medical data, to how drivers are using the vehicle itself, such as how fast they drive, where they drive, and even the music they listen to. Both Nissan and Kia are noted to allow the collection of information regarding the user's sex life. By contrast, Mozilla claims that 37% of mental health apps, which also have a poor reputation for data privacy, had better practices for collecting and using personal data. 84% of the reviewed car brands share personal user data with service providers, data brokers, and potentially sketchy businesses, according to the report, with 67% claiming the right to sell that personal data. 56% are willing to share user information with the government and/or law enforcement if requested. Did you know that you are agreeing to all of this when you buy a new vehicle? Most purchasers of new vehicles just quickly sign whatever forms are put in front of them because they're eager to get the process over with. Unfortunately, these big corporations simply cannot be trusted. They're taking advantage of us, and it needs to stop. Of course, I wouldn't count on that happening anytime soon. Instead, I fully expect various forms of highly intrusive technology to become even more integrated into our vehicles. For example, Volkswagen just announced that it will be installing ChatGPT in new vehicles later this year. Volkswagen is jumping on the generative AI bandwagon by announcing plans to install OpenAI's ChatGPT into its vehicles starting in the second quarter of 2024. The chatbot will be available across VW's lineup, including in Tiguan, Passat, and Golf, as well as the automaker's ID family of electric vehicles. No, thank you. I certainly don't want super intelligent AI technology interacting with me and gathering information about me while I drive. To me, what they have planned sounds incredibly creepy. Volkswagen unveiled its first vehicles with a voice assistant that uses the artificial intelligence AI technology behind ChatGPT at the CES Electronics Trade Show in Las Vegas on Monday. The new feature will enable drivers to have researched content read to them while they're driving Volkswagen models that are equipped with the IDA voice assistant, IDA voice assistant, which the automaker says can answer general knowledge questions while also having the ability to control the car's infotainment, navigation, and air conditioning systems. The company says that in the future, AI will provide additional information in response to questions that go beyond those functions as its capabilities continue to expand. This could include receiving vehicle-specific information as well as interacting in intuitive languages, clearing up questions, and helping enrich conversations. A lot of consumers will eagerly embrace this cool new feature, but where is all of this ultimately leading? And in the not-too-distant future, artificial intelligence could literally be all around us every moment of every day. And how will we have any privacy at all once that day arrives? I've repeatedly warned my readers of the coming AI invasion, but the truth is that it's already here. Given enough time, artificial intelligence really would turn our society completely upside down, and right now only a very small portion of the population is concerned about this looming threat. And this is by Michael Snyder. He says about the author, my name is Michael, and my brand new book entitled Chaos is now available in paperback for Kindle on Amazon. In addition to my new book, I've written 7 other books available on Amazon, including 7-Year Apocalypse, The Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters, Commissions Earned. When you purchase any of these books, you help to support the work that I'm doing. And one way that you can really help is by sending copies as gifts to family and friends. Time is short, and I need help getting these warnings into the hands of as many people as possible. I have also started a brand new Substack newsletter, and I encourage you to subscribe so you won't miss any of my articles. I've published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the Most Important News, and the articles that I publish on those sites are republished on dozens of other prominent websites all over the globe. I always freely and happily allow others to republish my articles on their own websites, but I also ask that they include this about the author section with each article. The material contained in this article is for general information purposes only, and readers should consult licensed professionals before making any legal, business, financial, or health decisions. I encourage you to follow me on social media, Facebook, and Twitter, and any way that you can share these articles with others is definitely a great help. These are such troubled times, and people need hope. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, I strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. This is by Michael Snyder on End of the American Dream. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.